What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Sleepy Boy here with another Sakura Succubus 4 video. If you're new to this channel and want to continue supporting it, please don't be shy. Smash the subscribe button down below, like, comment, and let's get back to the video. So, just in and out real quick. In and out. So I'm gonna skip this line because I read it, I believe, in the last video. Cosmo sighs. I was kind of lonely when I first came here. This was before I started my Rapid Pound account, so I didn't have any fans, let alone friends. I spent most of my time watching anime and reading manga, trying to make myself feel less lonely. It kind of worked. But when I saw these characters going to festivals or the beach or theme parks, it made me feel even sadder. I wanted some friends too, that I could go out and have some fun with. I was afraid it'd never happen. I'm kind of awkward, in case you hadn't noticed. But Cosmo scoots closer still, her bare shoulder brushing mine. She grips her sparkler tightly like a talisman, her smile serene. Then I met you. You're the girl. I'm sorry, it's just like a throwback to me in a way. I fell in love with you the moment I saw you. Damn, Hiroki is an onlooker. And I'm really glad we can be together. We've had so many fun experiences already, and I bet there's even more fun on the horizon. When I'm with you, my heart feels all light and trembly. A truly Tay moment. It's a T. Oh, I can't say it because it sounds weird for me. Because in my language, native tongue, it's different. Okay, it's like all my worries have disappeared. I'm glad to hear it. I feel happy when I'm with you too. You're the most adorable girlfriend in all the world, and you're the most wonderful boyfriend. Cosmos giggles herself contented. A brief silence passes between us, broken by the popping of the fireworks, which now sounds very distant, and Hifumi's wondering exclamations. Then Cosmo speaks up, her voice soft and sweet. The beach is so pretty at night. What with all the stars, it's so peaceful. I was wondering, would you mind staying out here with me just a bit longer when all the others go back? I'd like it if we could spend some private time together, just the two of us. I'm not very good with words, so maybe what I want to say isn't coming out right. But with actions, I should be able to properly show you how I feel. Whoa, Buckaroo. I think I've got a pretty good idea already. Cosmos isn't exactly the queen of subtlety. But sure, I don't mind. I'd love to spend some more time with you, just the two of us. Just the two of us. Just the two of us. Yay, thank you very much, Hiroki. You won't regret it. I'm sure I won't. As questionable as some of Cosmo's wardrobe choices are, she's too cute to not to spend time with. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to another episode. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, they banged. I kinda expected it. She's wearing that outfit alone, together, at night. Typical hentai scenario. But yeah, let's get back. I skipped it, of course. If you want to know more about it, I pretty much spoiled what happened. But if you want to see it happen, well, it's not really animated. It's not really a GIF. It's like a PowerPoint presentation for Sakura Succubus standards, right? Going back to the game, I arise early the following morning to the sound of the squalling seabirds in the shore. I luxuriate in my bed for a few moments, content to enjoy the warmth that envelops me. Lazing around like this feels nice. But while I'm not as gung-ho as Hazel, I didn't come all the way out here to lie in bed. I could do that anywhere. I sit up, stretching, and raise my arms above my head, then invigorated, I rise from my sheets and ready myself for the upcoming day. I get dressed, splash my face in the bathroom, and head downstairs. I'm greeted when I enter the open plan living room. Once again, I cannot read, holy crap. I'm greeted when I enter the open plan living area with the familiar scent of Hifumi's miso soup. Wow, it's just soup every day here, huh? She's standing by the stove, stirring a pot of the stuff, a golden yellow brown mixed with bits of cut tofu and diced spring onions. If it tastes as good as it looks and smells, it should be delicious. Good morning, Hiroki. You're up early. You're the first one awake other than Hazel. Did she head out for a jog already? I passed her as I was coming downstairs. She should be back any minute. Hi guys, bye guys. Now, the front door opens with a thud and Hazel flies in, her ponytail bobbing behind her. Her body is slick with sweat, her shirt clinging to her chest and her face is flushed. She doesn't offer any further greeting than this most perfunctory one. She kicks off her shoes, Ifumi tuts, then slides about the kitchen island and sidesteps the couch like it's a slalom course. I don't know if some of the words are like incorrect here. In roughly 5 seconds, she's made her way to the foot of the stairs and in a third of that, she scales them and vanishes from view. I watch her, blinking as does Ifumi. Hazel moves so quickly, she was less a woman and more a blur of limbs. She might as well have been a hurricane. Somebody sure was in a hurry, huh? She's always like that, I'm afraid. My bad here. She's always like that. I'm afraid one of these days she'll slip and knock her head. I will want her to hurt herself. Hazel can be rather rash at times. Hifumi smiles fondly, still staring at the soup in the pot. But she is rather young. As far as succubi go, I'm sure she will grow out of it in due course, under Marina's influence. From what I hear, Marina has done a wonderful job disciplining her already. She truly is a model big sister. I do know about that. I cast my mind back to a couple of months prior when I first escaped the succubus realm. Ayu and Fumi arranged a party to celebrate our newfound freedom, but Marina and Hazel were AWOL for the majority of it. I thought this quite mysterious, until I began to hear peculiar noises emanating through the walls of my bedroom. When Hazel finally emerged, she was trembling, her eyes tearful. She was largely unresponsive for the rest of the night and sat in a corner with her arms around her legs. She looked like she'd seen things. Vietnam War flashbacks, huh? I thought it impolite to inquire as to the precise details of said things, but my imagination's good enough that I can make an estimated guess. I've seen enough adult videos, and judging by Marina's creativity, she has too. Sorry about that, a car passed by. I think this should be almost done. Ifumi's gentle voice interrupts my musings. She smiles, her glasses steam up from the miso soup and says, "Would you like to try some? I'd very much appreciate your feedback. I'm no top chef, so I doubt I'd be much use, but sure, I'll try a bit." "Thanks, Ifumi." "It's no trouble, drink up. There's plenty more where it came from." Ifumi holds a spoon to my pursed lips, laden with miso soup. There's a chunk of tofu sitting atop the spoon, alongside a few curlicues of green onion. From close quarters, the smell is even more tantalizing than it was before. I'm already starting to salivate. I dip my head and take the spoon into my mouth. It's delicious, but I expected nothing less. Ifumi's miso soup is mild, but it's not bland. It's seasoned to perfection just the way I like it, and the green onions give it a nice, subtle crunch. What do you think? Do you like it, darling? A milquetoast compliment like that would be doing your cooking a disservice. I don't just like it, I love it. I'm very glad to hear it. Ifumi smiles brightly. I find cooking relaxing and have enjoyed it for many years. I like to think I'm somewhat competent at it after much trial and error. But I do not wish to grow complacent. One can always improve the moment one forgets this. Their skills begin to decline. It is the same with Karuta and even with acting. I have been studying your eating habits closely and have been striving to make food suited to your taste buds. I'm gratified my hard work has paid off. It has. I don't think you've ever served me anything that tastes bad. This is even better than my mother's cooking. My, that is a lofty compliment. I am flattered. Though perhaps I should not tell your mother this. I would not wish to compete with her, if not if she is to be my mother-in-law one day. Whoa, that's pretty bold of you. I nudge Ifumi in the side playfully. Are you that dead set on being my wife? I have never been more determined about anything. I may be an actress, but my feelings about you are wholly sincere. I will not be content until I am walking down an aisle to greet you, dressed in white. For such a wild-mannered woman, Hifumi looks awfully fired up. I swear I can see the fire blazing in her violet eyes. Did you think your parents would approve of me, Hiroki? They might balk at the idea of my being several years older than you. I would not wish to cause a rift between you and your family. Wow, we're only like 7 minutes in. Damn, son. It's fine, I'm not super close to my family, though I do visit them from time to time. They've been nagging me to settle down with a nice girl the last few years. Sorry, you hear my that's like the other microphone of my headset right here. They've been nagging me to settle down with a nice girl the last few years, my mom in particular. They'd be over the moon if they knew you'd shown such an interest in me. They're as nice as they come, and since they're older, you'd be able to keep me on the straight and narrow. My mom thinks I need somebody to whip me into shape, somebody like her. I smile wryly. No, that's Riley. I smiled wryly while scratching my cheek with one hand. I told my mom a couple months back I was in a relationship, mostly to get her off my back, but I was vague with the specifics. She seemed disbelieving enough that I'd found one girlfriend, let alone 6. If she knew, on top of all that, the famed idol Yamamoto Hifumi was included in my harem, she'd never shut up about it. Even my dad would be so excited to hear that. He's been a fan of Hifumi for a while, and he owns every single one of her movies. I'm afraid his gushing might perturb Hifumi, and it'd certainly annoy my mother. She's kind of possessive. Man, thinking about this is giving me a headache. Why, dear Hiroki? Have I done something to upset you? Nah, it's not your fault. My mom's been clamoring to meet you, is all, but I haven't been upfront about how famous you really are. I wanted to keep all this succubus stuff under wraps. It's kinda unbelievable, but she'll have to know the truth eventually. I don't want to hide you from my parents, not if you're so serious about this. I'd like them to meet you. Oh, he's sealing the deal. But then I feel obliged to introduce them to the others, and that would be hard to explain. I understand entirely, that's why I have not pushed you upon the matter. I trust you will do what you think is right, Hiroki, to further our relationship. Though if you need any help explaining matters to your parents, you can rely on me. I am Yui's advisor, and I like to think I have some diplomatic skills. At the very least, I am less abrasive than some of my sisters. Hifumi laughs, as do I. Abrasive is a pretty good way to sum up the likes of Ayu and Marna, and maybe Yui too. They have very strong personalities. That's why they clash. Well, we need not to worry about it for the present. We came here to enjoy ourselves, not fret about the future. I apologize if I have cast a pall upon the things, my dear Hiroki. It's not a problem. I'll have to think about the logistics of this sooner or later. One guy can't just date 6 beautiful women and expect the whole world to be okay with it. My parents might need some talking around, but you're so mature and motherly, I know they'll take to you at once. With Ayu, it might be a different matter. What about me, huh? Ayu marches into the room, hands on her hips. Her hair is tied back into her 2 signature twin tails, and though it's early in the morning, upon her face, she's already wearing her signature scowl. I guess Ayu wouldn't be Ayu if she wasn't a bit pissy. But I do wish she could chill every once in a while. Are you whispering behind my back? That's not very ladylike of you, Hifumin. I'm disappointed. Yes, you're right, I apologize. Hiroki and I were only speaking of his parents and how they might react upon meeting us. It is quite a heavy topic of conversation. Dwelling upon it would only spoil the food I have made, so please erase it from your mind. Did somebody mention food? Here it goes, chowing down with food. Hazel here, Hazel's next to enter the room, a wide smile on her face. She's wearing not her jogging gear but her casual attire, and her hair and skin looks damp. I guess she must have had a shower after her run. That was awfully fast. I'm starving, Hifumi, and your food smells great. I need to get some carbs into my belly after all that exercise. My bad. I need to get some carbs into my belly after all that exercise. Is it almost done? I've just about finished with the miso soup, and it looks like the rice. Oh my god, I cannot read rice properly. It looks like the rice is also ready. I prepared some pickles last night which we can eat with our food, and there's fried mackerel too. Alright, mackerel. This sounds like quite a feast. But of course, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I would be a poor excuse of an older sister if I cannot satisfy all your appetites. I don't want anybody going hungry. Oh, you're such a goody-goody. Ayu pulls a face. Please excuse me while I vomit. Oh my, are you alright, Ayu? If you feel ill, if you feel ill, I could get you a glass of water. Thanks for your concern, but I think I'll be fine. It was just a turn of phrase. You sure? I want to correct that. It was just a turn of phrase. You sure? You do look kinda pale. If you've got a vom, could you do it in the bathroom? I don't want you putting me off my food. Please, not like I'm going to throw up literally. Idols don't do that. I beg to differ. They don't? No, it'd be totally off-brand. My fans would hate me for it. But throwing up is a normal bodily function, even for us, Succubi. Don't your fans know that? Next, you'll be telling me they expect you to never pass gas or use the bathroom or... Enough. Ayu yanks on Hazel's ponytail so hard she squeals. Like a pig. Why are you talking about my bodily functions? It's way too early for that. So you'd be alright chatting about it in the afternoon? Oh, of course not. Ayu's face burns red and her cheeks puff out like a particularly affronted hamster's. As if I tell you what I do in the bathroom, I'd rather die first. No, I'd rather you die. Please don't tell me you're into that kind of thing. What thing are you talking about? I have no idea. You know, I'm talking about dirty stuff like, well, pee. Oh, Porphyromonas gingivalis? Gingivalis? Oh my god, that's a mouthful. Porphyromonas gingivalis? That's pretty dirty. What? No! Ayu glowers at Cosmos who's only just entered the kitchen, still bleary-eyed. What even is that? You know what is? It's time to cut this video here. Either we pass 15 minutes or we'll stay below 16. Thank you for watching. If you want to continue supporting this channel, don't leave this video without liking it, subscribing, and commenting down below, or just watch the video. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you in the next episode of Sakura Succubus 4, episode 22. Bye. Or was it 23?